Have you guessed today's mystery celebrity athlete? It's champion NASCAR driver and fan favorite Kurt Busch, winner of the 2004 NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship. But this champion didn't try to use his star power to win over his wife Eva. They met on a blind date on July 27, 2003 in a sports bar where Kurt tried to pass himself off as a veterinarian. But his picture, plastered all over the TV screens, pretty much blew his cover. Exactly 2 years later, the two were engaged in Prague and were married exactly 1 year after that on July 27, 2006.
The wedding took place in Eastville, Virginia, which is the eastern shore of Virginia. And that special place there is special to my wife. Her mother and father got married out there on the eastern shore. I couldn't quite talk her into my hometown, which was Vegas. First thing that comes to mind is the Elvis drive-thru. So we did it on the eastern shore of Virginia, and it was the perfect site. That was her dream, a Cinderella-type approach with a horse-drawn carriage. She wanted 2 white horses, and it turned out to be perfect. That Cinderella moment where she comes in and she's the bride-to-be, and just a perfect type scenario, and all of her dreams came true, especially with how she entered. When Eva walked down the aisle, that was the most memorable part of the wedding. And what made it even that much more impactful was when Dale Beaver, the preacher, had said, "Remember this moment because this is what she'll look like when she's 80. Just seeing her walk down the aisle, it was as if there was a spotlight on her from God above. As everything was with our wedding, I wish I could have played it in slow-mo, which I've done a few times watching the video. I enjoyed it just as much as she did, and all of the people that were there commented on how they didn't feel stuffy, or they didn't feel congested, or they didn't feel uptight about the wedding. And that's the way we wanted our guests to feel. NASCAR really wasn't incorporated into the wedding as far as race cars or checkered flags or anything of that type. But to have NASCAR members there, people that are in that NASCAR world, there's probably over 50 people, whether it was officials, other drivers, just different people I've met in the walks of life in NASCAR. So you could say a good chunk of the people on my side of the wedding were from NASCAR. I would say the emotions of the day with her or with me were somewhat just playing it by ear, or letting it fall off your shoulder and just wiping it off, whether it was the best man running around going, "Where's your tuxedo?" because your dad's tuxedo was taken thinking that it was yours. So there was some of that that went on during the wedding. But all in all, everything went off without a hitch. I wanted to give her the world in this wedding, and I think she got that. So it really kicked off a great beginning to our marriage.
To see more of our exclusive interview with Kurt Busch and to hear about other star athletes' weddings, visit getmarried.com.